She said, like something about a nigga being gay or need to question himself. And then I'm going, oh shit, what the fuck am I gonna say something like that?
And then you said?
And then I thought about it, and I said, when I thought about it, I said, oh no, this bitch think I'm gay because I let her lick my ass.
I never imagined that we would be revisiting old DL accusations against 50 Cent. But it turns out that Auntie Vivica Fox is the one commenting on this contentious issue and reiterating her assertion that 50 Cent needed to stop calling the kettle black.
He just seems like he's got something that's not quite clear. So
you mean sometimes if people protest too much about something,
yes,
the fire is happening right there in front of them.
Absolutely. I just never forget there was a Vibe cover with him and Soulja Boy that made me kind of go.
Guys, I genuinely don't know if these two are fighting behind closed doors again, but if rumors are to be believed, Viva is back on the scene and won't be shielding Curtis any longer, particularly in light of the claims that he is under investigation.
He was absolutely the love of my life, and I have no problem admitting that. But last year, there was just some awful misconceptions about our relationship. So that's when I started the book. And I had always protected Curtis for the longest time. There were things about our relationship that I always protected because in my heart, I always still loved him. I always will have a very special place in my heart for him.
Before I even start, I would like to know if there are still any straight men in Hollywood, because it seems like every day someone is being exposed for being on the DL. And I assumed that everyone was saying that 50 Cent was the last straight man left, for example. Back in the day, there was a blind item about 50 that stated, "The $50 rapper is complaining about the wannabe A-list rappers' parties. But his parties are exactly the same, lots of hugging from both the front and the back." In addition, there was a time when singer Rufus Wainwright declared his love for 50 and suggested that 50 might have more than just a sweet tooth for candy. Rufus stated, "I think he's just the sexiest and a brilliant writer, and I know he's gay." That adorable little voice of 50 Cent is fine. Feel free to give me a call at any time. My boyfriend and I are experts. You're welcome to join us for dinner and perhaps dessert. Additionally, you may recall the time that 50 Cent revealed that his ex-girlfriend Daphne Joy was involved with Diddy and that she kind of said he is like Diddy in all ways. However, after Diddy chastised her for allegedly being a freak-off girl, Daphne took to Instagram to post, "We moved to New York to give you the opportunity to be a father to your son. And you saw him 10 times out of the 2 years that we lived a mile away from you. I'm tired of upholding and protecting an image to our son that you have never even earned." Daphne then proceeded to make the shocking revelation that they should probably concentrate on the true problem, which is that 50 was allegedly just like Diddy when they were together. She wrote, "You are no longer my oppressor, and my God will handle you from this point on. You have permanently damaged the last hope I had for you as a father to preserve our family with these last and final claims made against me. You have broken our hearts for the last and final time. I mean, there have been other allegations here, and they're over the years about 50 being on the DL." And Auntie Vivica was referring to just this. She initially said that 50 was under investigation when 50 posted a post from an industry on blast stating, "Empire's ratings fell because of too many celebrity cameos and gay plots." The website stated there are 3 million less viewers who tuned in to last night's Empire episode. Did you watch it? We could not take the extra gay stuff or celebrity stuff last night. In addition to publishing the remarks, 50 added his own opinion, saying that Empire's TV ratings took a huge hit and urged Taraji P. Henson to call him for assistance. A short while later, 50 Cent removed the comment, and his representatives issued a statement stating that Mr. Jackson reposted something on Instagram that originated from a blog in relation to the decrease in Empire's ratings. All right, I'll stop now, Cookie. Call me baby, and I'll tell everyone to watch the show for you, LOL. He promptly removed the blog post after realizing that there was more material in it with which he disagreed, as that in no way represented his opinions. During a Watch What Happens live broadcast, Vivica Fox continued to criticize 50 Cent and essentially declared that he was on the DL, stating, "First of all, the pot called the kettle black is all I'm saying," when asked to clarify. Her remarks, Vivian added that 50 Cent seemed to be struggling with an unclear issue. She also mentioned that a magazine cover that featured 50 and fellow rapper Soulja Boy didn't help the situation. Finally, she tweeted, "Boom. Anyone who knows 50 Cent or Soulja Boy knows that they would never tolerate such accusations." And Soulja was the first to react when he posted an unflattering picture of Vivica Fox with the caption, "Everybody hit up this cougar. She's single and ready to mingle, grandiose for attention. I'm washed up." That was for my #MPIRE Season 2 family. Oh no, now she thinks I'm gay because I let her lick my behind. LMO? Wait, I didn't want her to. She forced me. My hands were tied, 50 said, as a caption for the same picture. "Remember when you told me to screw Halle Berry and you could have done all the parts she did better than her? And I just stared at you like, what did you take?" It's one of the other pictures of Vivian Fox that he shared on 50 Shades of Grey. Now, rumors have it that Vivica Fox has been making similar accusations behind the scenes, and that she is even threatening to reveal more about 50 Cent calling the kettle black. As I mentioned earlier, not sure if there is something going on between them that would cause her to lash out like that, but it's crazy, y'all. It's just crazy. On the other hand, some people are claiming that Vivica Fox is bringing up all this talk about 50 being on the DL because she is still salty and may still want him back. Okay? I mean, if I'm being honest, Viva has spoken a lot about 50 Cent being her one true love over the years. For example, in an interview with Vlad, she expressly stated that 50 Cent holds a very special place in her heart.
And the main thing that what killed the relationship was that we just went way too public, way too fast. The love that I had for him, and still to this day, will always, he was the love of my life. I will admit that without any reservations. He will always have a very special place in my heart. But the reason why the relationship ended was because we just went public way too fast, had way too many people in our business, and if I was to have a chance to do it over, it would be that we stayed private.
In a 2023 interview on Sherry Shepherd's talk show Viva, Viva stated that she would be open to dating 50 Cent again, comparing their possible reunion to that of Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. In 2018, Viva told Wendy Williams that she was extremely attracted to 50 Cent and that she was still, at that point, repeating that 50 Cent was the love of her life.
My phone started blowing up, and I was like, Lord, what I do now? And they said, yeah, Curtis finally said something about your movie. Yeah. And I took it as a compliment. I did. I was like, that was his way of showing support. Thanks, boom.
Okay, but I know. Let me tell you this, and I don't know if y'all remember, because y'all remember when 50 and Vivica was dating. Y'all were dating.
13 years ago.
13 years ago, okay. And I remember it was some kind of awards ceremony. You was on stage, and your body was popping. And I remember Curtis, he was in love with you, girl. Would you ever think about getting back together with Mr. Curtis Jackson if he came?
Well, Ben and Jen did it again. Why not?
In fact, Viva has mentioned 50 Cent as her true love several times.
I've said this many times before, 50 Cent was the love of my life. He was the one that, kind of blew that one. Happens. I was young, had been used to taking care of myself. 50 wanted me to be his princess, and I didn't get it. Even though he is absolutely the love of my life, oh gosh. Dating 50 Cent, was difficult. Because I really, really cared for him, and I loved him very, very much.
Lady, just move on. We're discussing a man who has publicly stated that he wishes they had never been a pair. 50 shared a video of his acceptance speech after winning Best New Artist at the 2003 BET Awards, in which he revealed his plans. To Viva, he captioned the video saying, "I look back at some of the ish I did. I got to learn to shut up. Look at that. Look at the end. That's trouble, WTF. I don't know why people would want to cross me. I would stay out of my way if I weren't me, because I'm going to keep winning. I think they do it for attention. Then they get more attention than they want. I told you Power was the show to watch, not Empire. Lol. 50 Cent wrote in a 2016 Instagram post featuring Viva, along with a mugshot of a botched patient named Raji Naran Singh, whose face was disfigured by bad plastic surgery. Taraji P. Henson supported Vivica at the time, and she not only advised 50 Cent to use his platform to bring people together rather than disparage those like his ex and Raji Naran Singh, who didn't deserve to be made fun of for their looks, but she also hinted that Power might not have received any Emmy nominations like Empire had because of his negative attitude. Even after Vivica received her BBL, 50 Cent made a comment about the move. And when rumors began to circulate that he wanted to spin the block, he responded, "Hell no. I'm never bothered by her statements that if you say just the timing at the time that we actually interacted with each other, it was that we weren't conscious of everything else that was going on. She always says that if you listen to her, she'll say, I would have been private. That's the only time he's said something nice. And that was a while back when he was asked about Vivica Fox's affectionate remarks. He acknowledged that the genuine affection they shared was significant and impactful for both of them. Because when things were very awkward with everyone else, you were tugged in different directions without even having a voice in it. And her PR told you to do this. And you responded, all right, this is not the right thing, you know? It doesn't even make sense that she would be calling out 50 Cent for being on the DL. And as I mentioned earlier, perhaps there is something else going on behind the scenes. Not sure what it is, but please share your thoughts in the comments section below. Many people don't understand why Vivian keeps saying that 50 Cent is the love of her life, even a few months ago.